My name is Christy. This is the beautiful Sequatchie Valley. And I have been trying all month to get this video made. And I just haven't had the energy, but I'm doing it today because it's the last day of April, April 30th. April is Sjogren's Awareness Month. And I want to share my story to help somebody, because the only reason I got my diagnosis is because somebody shared their story with me. 75% of people with Sjogren's syndrome are not diagnosed. That's pitiful. It's pitiful. Because our doctors are not aware of all the different things that it can affect. It's a systemic disease. Sjogren's disease is systemic. It can affect your kidneys, your lungs. What were my symptoms? Well, I was 45 when I finally got diagnosed. My symptoms were dry hair, dry mouth, dry eyes, dry skin. It's like dried up. And neuropathy. So your hands and your feet are numb. Yeah, I got in the church van the other day to move it. I thought my foot was on the brake. Yeah, it wasn't. It was on the gas. And I went, wah! Thank goodness it was in park. POTS also goes along with Sjogren's. So POTS is this autonomic dysfunction where you can pass out, your blood pressure can go high or low, you feel like junk, you just want to sleep all the time, and you're very weak. The rashes that I had biopsied for my Sjogren's showed lymphocytic infiltration. So if you get biopsies and they're saying, I don't know what it is, lymphocytic infiltration, keep looking, keep digging. I came across a video on YouTube. The Lord Jesus showed me this video. He said, you need to watch it, and I did. It's called The Long Haul. I'll put the link in the description. And it was this sweet lady who told her story. Y'all, we need to share our stories. That's how we overcome. And she said, I have been through my life. I had my child, same as me. Then I got worse and worse, same as me. And she had Sjogren's. She also had mast cell and POTS, because POTS is a comorbidity. My rheumatologist did not know that POTS can go with Sjogren's. Nobody told me. I had to watch a video to find out. This sweet lady gave her story and told that she went to the Mayo Clinic in Arizona and she was diagnosed by a Dr. Goodman. I'll put his links down in the description too, because they're great informational videos. If you're having symptoms and you don't have a diagnosis, that's how I learned. You have to teach yourself, you have to read journals, you have to listen to doctors to help you. So after hearing her story, after learning about POTS, mast cell, Ehlers-Danlos, goes with Sjogren's, they all get together and have a party, and it's not a good one. I went to my rheumatologist and I said, in a kind voice, I was not ugly, may I please have a minor salivary lip biopsy to see if I have Sjogren's disease? You see, my blood antibodies were negative. That's right, negative. So she thought I didn't have Sjogren's. She wasn't aware of, the connection with POTS. And she said no. She declined. I asked her a second time, may I please have a salivary lip biopsy? No, she declined again. I said, okay, that's it. I am not giving up. I know this is my issue. The Lord is going to help me. And so I prayed about it. Y'all pray about everything. Pray without ceasing. He answers prayers. He answers prayers. If you haven't watched my brain tumor video about God answering my prayer about that brain tumor. Anyway. Okay, so I went to a different doctor, because you got to sometimes. If nobody listens, you keep moving. Went to my husband's PCP, and he was the best. He filled out a referral, sent me to my ENT, which is my ear, nose, and throat doctor. I was already established there because he had already done some biopsies of thyroid adenomas that I have. And I went there. Well, when I got there, it was a delayed thing anyway. They had lost the referral. And when I came, he says, why are you here? I said, Dr. Hunt, please, I would like a minor salivary lip biopsy to see if I have Sjogren's disease, please. He did the procedure and he cut out 4 little tiny clove-sized salivary glands, and they sent them off to the lab and looked at them. But here's what the crazy part is. During my procedure, the nurse who apparently had POTS, which is what I have, passed out. And it was crazy. The other nurse had to come in and help her. And she said that her PCP said that she did not have POTS. And I said, please, please go to Vanderbilt Dysautonomia Clinic and get a tilt table test. It's the gold standard for POTS diagnosis. She hadn't had one. She had been dismissed. And I really hope that she listened and went up there, because it was really affecting her job and she could not function. Well, I got all that done. He did a great job. No problem at all. It healed up nicely. And in a few weeks, I got my letter back. It said Sjogrens Disease, lymphocytic infiltration at 2, which means medium, not severe, not light, but just kind of in the middle. And so I sent the paperwork to my rheumatologist and made an appointment with her. When I finally got to her, she didn't know what I was talking about. What paperwork? It was done at her hospital, the lab work. She didn't have it. She didn't get what I had sent, and I did not print off a paper copy. Note to all you people, print off a paper copy and take it to your doctor. You know, when you have chronic illness and lots of diseases, sometimes doctors, it's a lot to handle, okay? It's a lot to chew. Even for me, I can't remember half the stuff I got. It's too much. And so she didn't, I don't think, believe me, but that's okay. She's a really sweet lady. So she kind of postponed me. So I go back and see her in a few weeks, and she's going to try to put me on some Plaquenil, which I think is the first step in medication. And I am praying that it helps, because at this point I am really tired. I do take Mestinon for the POTS, which helps, and I can function. But like right now, I can tell I'm already getting a little bit dizzy, so I'll wrap up the story. The Sjogren diagnosis that I received was because I fought hard for it. The blood test, Sjogren's antibody A and B, are not always going to show up if you have Sjogren's. Last resort, don't forget to do the minor salivary lip biopsy, which may show that you have Sjogren's, so that you can get treatment. Keep praying, keep asking, keep knocking. The Lord always answers prayer, and I give all glory to Him. I finally got a diagnosis, so all my little party friends, I'm going to ask them to leave, because I ain't got no time for their partying. There are things to be done here on this earth and this planet, and I pray that God blesses you today. See you later.